Well. 6 goals for England. What a start to the World Cup. That was to the group that Wales, my home nation, are in. The flag's up, the shed has been changed around, and I've got some hacks, okay, which I've been on Twitter. There's a couple of people waiting, watching. Make sure you say hello if you want to comment. Let's go and have a look into the my analysis bit. Here we go. Get the music on. So your comments will come up in the box at the bottom just below me, and we'll share them. But yes, I have got some information to share with you, so let's get started straight on that, shall we? Sorry if you can hear the rain in the background. Like I say, I am in my shed, and it is raining outside. Look at this. I've got 8 points so far, which is great news, but that's not what this is about. So hacks. So I'm going to do one now, because first thing is transfers. It's so bloody complicated, this World Cup fantasy football, isn't it? Let's be honest. You know. So I have a lock play here. Trippier, 1 point. I might leave him there for a little bit, actually, because I can swap him out for 0 players at some point soon. But there's 2 hacks that I'm aware of. One, I can, once a player has played, so I've got a player here now that's locked out now. Trippier, he's played. So I can sell him, and say, for example, well, let's take Trippier out as example. Once Messi's played tomorrow, okay, I can sell him, and I can then sell, for example, say Karsri, who hasn't played at that point, and I can then bring in another player for Messi, a £4.5 million forward, and bring in a £10 million. I don't think there is any, but I can bring in like Leroy Sané in midfield, and because Karsri hasn't played yet, Sané will be available to play in my team. Now that is a hack, if ever I've seen one. I've never seen that in FPL before, but that has happened. I've seen it live. I have put a link to the tweet in the description below. Can't remember the name of the guy whose tweet it was, but I saw it last night, and I just thought that one is massive. I've also seen, and I think this is quite common knowledge now, about the wild card, but if you don't know about it, then stick around. The wild card. Now, very different. You get to make, once game week 1 finishes, let's have a look at, let's just go up here a minute. We're going to match day 2. See, this is your team for match day 2. You can't make changes here until the match day opens. And then that's the, I don't know what that means. That's when it opens, the third day, 9th hour. Not quite sure. But once match day 2 opens, that's when you can then release your wild card and make all your changes before the first game kicks off. Now, once you've done your wild card, you can make as many transfers during that match day, game week, as you possibly want. As many as you want. Even in the last game, okay? Which means, essentially, all your players can play. So you get a wild card at the beginning of the game week. All your players can play their game over the week, and then during the last game, and you have to do it before this match day closes, match day 2. So during the last game, when they are then locked in the last game, you can then effectively use another wild card and transfer all your players back in. Hello, Monkey. Good to see you, mate. I don't know if you know about these hacks or not, mate, but this is what I've got. Oh, you're on screen as well with your messages, which is great. So yeah, that's the hack that everybody knows about. But I've been thinking about it a little bit more, and I don't know if this is out there. I promise you, I haven't seen it. I'd share it if I would. But if that's the case, if you can do a full wild card at the end, then surely, now hear me out on this one, surely you can stack your wild card team at the beginning of the week with basically all the best players to play in, say, the first half of the match day week. So spend all your money on, what's the fixtures? So, upcoming fixtures, game week 2. So we could put all our money into, like, the Netherlands, England, France, and then we can sell all those players, all the big hitters for those players, and then we can bring in big hitters halfway through the week for these players If other like you can swap them for your players that haven't played very much, your cheap players, and move the funds around, a la what I just said about the transfers at the very beginning. Yeah, and that's it. Basically, transfers are easy to make. The wild card is up for grabs and manipulating as much as I can think, and I think you can load your team at the beginning of the week. Now, one thing that's just come into my mind, obviously if a player has played and you then transfer them out for somebody else, then you won't get their points until the next week. So you might say play 2, I don't know, you'd have to have a look at it and see which fixtures you thought were best to target and which players best to target, I suppose. I can feel a big long live stream coming on here, to be honest with you. But yeah, you can swap them for players that haven't played yet. So let me think about this. So if I've got two £11 million strikers and say a £4.5 million striker, well, when the two 11 millions have played halfway through the week, I can take out one of the 11 millions for a 4.5 and then bring in another 11 million. And then I suppose in essence I can do that right throughout the team and have three of the top players in midfield for 2, and then 2 of the lowest budget, and then swap those 2 low budget for 2 of the other top players that are playing at the back end of the week, for Belgium, Spain, Germany, all at Brazil, who are again playing towards the end of the week, Portugal maybe. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Monkey, what do you think about that, mate? Is that a doer? Anybody else who's watching, please leave your comments below. If you're watching this afterwards, because obviously it'll go up, then please do let me know what you think. See if Monkey's got a thought on that. There is a league code, by the way, which is my leagues. It's this one here. Who really loves it? World Cup style. Oh, can you not invite people to a league once it's started? Oh yeah, you can. Invites. So JX7 VTW6F. I shall put that over into the chat. No, it won't let me just copy it. That's a do it. I think it is, isn't it, mate? I think it is. I'm glad you said that. Have you heard that from anyone else at all? Or is that a me? What are lineups between Netherlands and Senegal? Well, Bergwijn's playing. Dumfries is playing. I've seen that. Let me have a look for you. Let's get it up on screen. Lineups. Oh, lineup. Netherlands. Oh, God. Senegal. Oh, God. Why doesn't it just usually come up on Google? It's because I'm online doing it and I want it quick. Here we go. The Athletic. Probably won't get to see it because I don't pay for it. Netherlands starting 11. Here we go. Yeah, so I think people got Van Dijk, Daley Blind. Collapse. Yeah, Bergwijn, Dumfries. I think those are in most people's quite a lot of teams, aren't they? Senegal. Idrissa Gana Gay. Come on, my friend. Koulibaly. Kouyaté, Ismail Assar. Could be a good game, this. Some good players. Don't know who Boulaye Diarra is, to be honest, but there we go. Genius, Paul. I think so, mate. I think so. I don't know how to make this one a bit more public, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see if we can do that, shall we? Right, we'll do a stream around a wildcard stream, even more so, because I've got dinner to make, kids to look after shortly, Monkey, thanks for joining me, mate. I shall see thee soon. And anybody else, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you can, hit the notifications. If you are subscribed, you can join in the chat, just like Monkey has, yeah. That's how I'm going to do these things. I'm at 99, one more for me big 100, and there'll be a cheeky little song that comes with it. Feeling better every day.